Girl, I just want to do what it is, man. This you hearing this thing will transmit your pain to hell with a purpose. Listen, in this life, you are going to experience some shit. And through the experience and through the lessons, I'd be lying if I was telling you that every day or whatever you experience, this shit gonna be easy. I remember, man, when I was going through the most effed up things and I really had to pull myself together. I really had to figure some things out. I really couldn't really call on people when I was really like in the trenches going through it. But I can say this: the more I had to work on me, I had to set my emotions at the side. I couldn't sit there and talk about how I didn't think it would be you. I couldn't focus on the type of relationship we once had. I couldn't do any of that. I really had to set my emotions to the side and really G up in that thing and be like, hey, this is what's happening. It don't matter how your heart is. It don't matter if you gonna cross oceans and mountains and all that. None of that matters because this is what's going on now. People gonna expose themselves. And people will paint a picture to other people and all this type of stuff, but you know what the hell you living through. Only you do. And I really have went through a lot of shit. And I have made it to this place that I am at. And I don't let nobody jump back in that motherfucker think they finna run some interference. No. Because I had to really get my mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual back intact. You gotta do it every time life hits you. Every time, no, and it ain't gonna always feel good. And I know that God put us, like we be coming into contact with different people. And baby, no matter what season I was in, no matter what I had to experience, I wasn't shady with the next. I wasn't doing no effed up shit towards them while I was going through. That's why when I was going through it the most, I used to push people away. I don't push people away anymore. I have finally been in that space. But when somebody else has experienced something that you have gone through, you know what that feels like because you've been there before. The experiences may be different, but real stuff do happen. And you got to pick up your pieces and put yourself together. You got to decide this shit every day. The thing that I learned is that know everybody's heart not like yours. Know everybody is not like you. But at the same time, you learn people through every part of their life. There are people who will switch up and who will do this and who will do that. And it's like you still gotta pick yourself back up. You gotta create that life, man. You gotta change for your damn self. If I had been focusing on what the next person was doing, I wouldn't be where I am. Well, man, I had to let all that shit go to get in this space to be able to say, hey, G, keep in mind, you know what you be talking about. You really didn't experience some things. So that is why I can, when I speak to certain individuals throughout my journey, or when I share this, and when I am there holding space with somebody, because there were times that I needed that for myself. There were times, but when I hold space for somebody, it is different. See, because people that held space for me and people that talked about the shit that I done shared with them, and when it was nobody's business. But when I hold space with the person, when I'm doing transferring your pain to a person, whether I'm doing life coach or whatever it is, whatever side that a person get of me, I had to live through it, and I went through it. I had to literally pick myself back up, and we all don't handle this shit the same. But I remember having to tell myself like, "Hey, you really good. You really are, and I really am. I really to heal in times to where when nobody around me healing. So if you're the first to really be doing a lot of different things, it's going to be different for you. It's going to hit you hard. So I encourage anyone that is on that path and is rocky, and you're not able to see or change your mindset just yet, because I had to do that too. I had to stop thinking negative when stuff went down. I had to stop. I had to stop.